Ready film lovers, the 815 Shorts, a short film festival, returns for the third year in a row with an exciting and expanded lineup at City Stage Studios. Organized by the +7 company, this year's expanded event features 25 short films, global collaborations with Sundance and Tribeca, and guest speakers like Academy Award nominee Edgar Behrens, and lively after-party networking hours. Catch screenings, panels on filmmaking, and the 2024 Short Awards. Tickets are available on 815 Shorts website until Thursday or at the door.
Just be here. So if you're here, you can essentially help us continue the program first and foremost, and allow us a runway to keep growing and be a part of that growth process. So really, it's about leaning in and putting yourself out there. And really, this is a platform. So it's a platform for filmmakers to get together, to network, to learn, and to grow as people.